Afternoon, Mr. Hafner. No relation to you.
Unfortunately, no.
You ever been in an accident before?
Only minor.
Auto accident?
Yeah.
Did the emotions, the adrenaline, even after a minor accident, get up, pump up in you?
Yeah.
When you're in that state, you tend to say kind of like the truth, excited, first thing out of your mouth. You find people when they're in that excited situation, when they talk, they're the most credible.
That could be possible, yes.
The rug that's sitting in front of you, you said you had one at your facility similar to it in the between. Do you have double doors, by the way?
No, just a single door.
It was an old house.
Yeah.
So when people come in from the outside, you got a rug there so they can wipe their feet. If it's winter, snow, take off boots, that kind of thing, right?
Yes, there's one at the patient entrance and one at the employee entrance. They're much smaller than this.
Okay. They're smaller and are they flush up against the threshold?
No, we try to keep them there, yeah.
Okay. And the purpose of the rugs in your facility is for exactly that, to gobble up water and snow and that kind of thing.
And moisture.
The walks on the sidewalk, the concrete sidewalk,
Yes.
one consistent surface.
Yes. No major cracks or unevenness in the sidewalk itself.
Okay. And you don't have a walking track in your facility?
No.
You said you looked at some of the records, depositions and all of that, and you testified as to you think maybe she got fatigued and fell just because her leg gave out?
Yes.
Is that like 100% of why you think she fell?
No way to be 100% certain, but I would say that's the most likely based on the information that I've reviewed.
All right. Did you review the EMT report?
No.
Okay. The EMT report, which is in the book in front of you on number 6. Okay. You see the patient narrative part of it at the bottom?
Yes.
They're called to the scene via 911. Patient fell in their front door at St. Mary Outpatient Rehab on arrival. Female, the copy didn't come out real good on the one I'm looking at, but lying supine in the doorway, supine being on back. You know where I'm at?
Yes.
The supine means laying on back, right?
Yes.
Near doorway with staff members at her side, helping her support her leg. Patient advises she was nearing doorway with her cane and got caught on the rug, causing her to lose balance and fall. She landed on her right side. She denies hitting her head and denies loss of consciousness. Would you agree with me? The EMTs are right there. On the first page, they're dispatched at 1400 military time, 2 o'clock, and get there at 1404. You'd agree with me, she's in an excited state at that time when she made the statement. I tripped on my cane, got caught, and I fell on the rug.
Objections, cause respect.
Your Honor, he's proper to miss expert in this case and drop an opinion on this because it came out of left field.
You're asking what her mental state at the time she fell. You can't have that.
Well, you can give an opinion as to whether.
Well, I would say she'd be frantic, emotional, excited.
Certainly not in a state of mind to start making things up for a while.
I would not expect that.
On the book in front of you, exhibit number 8, these are the records from the hospital after she fell and went in on October the 1st of 2009. On page 3. Did you look at this record before?
No.
Do you see the history portion of the record? And this is a document prepared by Dr. Pompeius, who I will represent to you as a family physician. This patient is a 47-year-old patient of mine who was in physical therapy at the door entrance. There was a rug that the patient inadvertently slipped on, sustaining a fracture of the right proximal femur. Did you look at that record when Mr. Tyler gave you the depositions and the like?
No.
Did you know that Amber Kimbrough, who testified, she was a physical therapy under whose care Ms. Harris was under at the time, that she testified yesterday that when she first arrived upon the scene and Ms. Harris was on the floor, Ms. Harris reported to her too that she tripped on the rug? Did you know that?
I did not know of the testimony.
Did you also know that she testified that Maria Doctor, who was another physical therapist, who my client testified was actually inside the gym at the time, and Sashi Bombat also said at the scene that she reported that she tripped on the rug?
If it was mentioned in the deposition, I did review that, but as far as testimonies here, I have no knowledge of that.
Did you also, you reviewed the physical therapy records, correct?
Yes.
When was the last time you looked at it?
The last time I saw the record was around the time of the panel review.
Panel submission, okay, because you talked about fatigue and the like, so you were going by your memory back when this case was decided by you all on the medical review panel.
Well, that and information from the depositions as well.
Okay,
There was some fatigue mentioned in there.
but the actual records themselves, where the physical therapist would make the reporting, that was something that you had reviewed back in, it was 2012, I think, wasn't it?
That sounds about right.
Okay, so a couple of years ago. So, did you know that Tracy Goyne, she was a physical therapist that had treated Miss Harris for the longest of all? She testified a short while ago, and you were sitting out with her actually on that bench, right? She testified that she stopped treating my client in August, I think it was the 19th of 2009. But she talked about some visits during the course of the treatment before that, and one of the visits happened in June. If you look at now we're at Exhibit 7, which are the physical therapy records. This is page 148. Okay, are you with me?
Getting there.
The book is not easy.
140.
Actually, I misspoke on the visits in June. That had to do with the use of the treadmill. This is August 14th, 2009, on page 148. Under the subjective part of the client or the patient is reporting that her knee is not as bad as today. And then we see under the ambulation, she did 3 laps around that track with a quad cane. Okay?
Yes.
You see that note? She testified as such. That is Ms. Goyne. And then if you look at a couple pages later, on page 150, on August 19th, 2009, 4 days after the visit where she made the 4 trips around with the quad cane, the patient reported that she was feeling better. I'm sorry. Are you there?
Yes.
The patient reported she was actually feeling better than Monday, which was the visit on the 15th where she did the 3 laps, and she did another 3 laps around with the quad cane. You see that?
Yes.
Okay, there's no mention of her fatiguing or any of that, right?
Correct.
And then she had visits after that in August. She had 8 visits with Dr. Kimbrough, who was in physical therapy at the very end. And with the exception of, I think, the first visit she had on August 22nd of 2009, she started every session out with 2 laps around the track with the quad cane. And Ms. Kimbrough testified that never once did she ever fall. So, does it sound to you like by the time she actually fell, where she sat right down and there on the carpet, that I fell, my cane got caught in the rug? That happened October 1, that by August, her endurance is certainly much better, where she's able to traverse around that track 2 times, no falls, no problems?
I would say she's improving, but the most recent evaluation still showed very significant strength impairments. So
I do not disagree with you in terms of those measurements. By the way, those measurements you didn't make them. You've never even met Mrs. Harris before. You didn't examine her. This is the first time you've ever been through this before.
Yes.
Testifying in court. Nobody's ever asked you to come into court and render an opinion, to look at things.
No.
The lawyers didn't even take your deposition in this case.
No.
And you were just furnished certain materials that they wanted you to see.
Yes.
You do agree, don't you, that Mrs. Harris, when she walked the track, she should have had some type of device, like a walker or a cane?
Yes. And supervision.
Right. Because you say that if she wasn't supervised, even for a minute, that would not be that would be negligence on the part of the hospital.
Yes. I would not allow her to walk unsupervised.
All right. And I take it then, well, sir. Did you read the deposition of Dr. Andrews?
No.
I don't have any more questions, thank you.
No questions.
Sir, you want to remain seated? The jury may have a question for you.